Hello, fifth graders. I am going to walk you through how to answer these passage questions using a Google Forms. So what you're going to need is your computer, your race chart from your binder if you have it. If you don't have it, it's right over here on the right-hand side. So remember, RACE is R stands for restate the question, A stands for answer the question, C, cite text evidence, E, explain what it means. You have to make sure you're using all of your RACE. Remember, some of us were only using R.A.C.E when we were at school. We need to use all of it, R.A.C.E. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. You would watch a video of me, which you're going to do right now, and you're going to read both passages. So first thing you need to do is click on this link, and it will take you to this. Now, if for some reason it's super zoomed out, you can click over here and you should be able to zoom in. So I'm going to zoom in. So I'm going to read the directions because it's always good to read those first. Students read the passages and answer the questions using these guidelines. I will give you feedback on your answers. Read each passage twice before answering. Students must type in complete sentences. Restate the question and then answer. Use proper capitalization and spelling. So first thing I'm going to do is put my name, Mrs. Tautfest. And I'm going to read these passages out loud to you guys, and then I will show you how we can answer some of these questions. So, comparing texts on the same topics, making a career decision. A veterinarian is an animal doctor. Veterinarians, or vets, usually specialize in a certain types of animals. Veterinarian school is required to become a vet in the United States. The schooling can take 4 to 6 years. Choosing to be a vet can be a very rewarding career for people who like animals. Vets help animals to recover from illness and accidents. They also give checkups and make sure pets stay healthy. Veterinarians usually work regular business hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Vets are required to have special certifications from the states in which they work. Since animals will always need health care, being a veterinarian is a profession that will likely be around for years to come. So, choosing to be a vet would be a good career choice for people who like animals. Now, it's up to you how you do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to answer the main idea of passage 1 before I read passage 2, so that way I can remember all this information. What is the main idea of passage 1? So I'm going to restate the question. The main idea of passage 1 is that if you like animals and enjoy being around them, choosing to be a vet would be a great career choice. And there's my answer. So I'm going to leave that. Now I'm going to read passage 2. Keeping dogs healthy. Like a pediatrician is an expert doctor for kids, a veterinarian is an expert doctor for animals. Some veterinarians even specialize in canine vet studies, the study of dogs. Dogs, like humans, need regular health care and yearly checkups. Although veterinarians take care of sick dogs, they also give regular checkups to keep dogs healthy. During a yearly checkup, veterinarians give dogs a physical exam, including checking their bones and joints, teeth, eyes, and ears. They listen to their heart and lungs and feel the dog's stomach and internal organs. They check a dog's hair and skin for fleas, ticks, and other problems. Since some animals don't get as much exercise as others, veterinarians always check a dog's weight to be sure they are getting the proper amount of food and exercise. Even though many people think of vets as taking care of sick animals, they actually do a lot of work preventing them from ever getting sick. So, what is the main idea of passage 2? I would answer that question. What is the overall main idea of both passages? Now, I'm going to come down here to the citing evidence questions. And I'm going to go to the passage 2 one. What is the purpose of checking a dog's weight? Now, I need to make sure I'm using my RACE. So I need to restate the question. The purpose of checking a dog's weight is to see how much, or is to see if they are getting the proper amount of food and exercise. Now I need to cite evidence. A piece of evidence that helps support my point is, got to use those quotation marks, So I'm going to look back here where they're talking about checking a dog's weight. So since some animals don't get as much exercise as others, veterinarians always check a dog's weight to be sure they are getting the proper amount of food and exercise. So I'm not going to state that whole thing because it's very long and a lot to type, but I am going to start here where it says veterinarians always check a dog's weight to be sure they are getting the proper amount of food and exercise. So remember, if you're not doing the whole sentence, you got to do 3 dots at the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Veterinarians always check a dog's weight to be sure they are getting the proper amount of food and exercise. Now, I need to explain. I need to do the E part because I restated, I answered, and I cited evidence. Now I need to make sure I explain how this evidence helps support my point. This evidence supports my point that by checking a dog's weight, vets can see if a dog is getting too much food and not enough exercise, or getting too much exercise and not enough food, period. That is the purpose of checking a dog's weight. Perfect. Now I'll do that for my passage 1. I'll go through, answer how both passages are similar, how both of them are different, what connections can I make, text to world, text to self, text to text, and any feedback you might have for me, you should put down here. And then I will submit it. Now, do you see how this is read? That's saying I need to, it's a required question. So if any of these have a star on them, you have to answer them before you can press the submit button. So make sure you read the passages, read them slowly, go back and read them again if you need to. Make sure you're using your R.A.C.E, which we'll go over again, which is restate the question, answer the question, cite text evidence, and explain what it means. So take your time, do your absolute best, and then you can move on to math. Don't forget your R.A.C.E.